HOA tried ticketing my car with fake cops. I'm the real traffic officer. There's something ironic about being accused of a traffic violation when it's literally your job to prevent them. I'm Officer Malik Sanders, 17 years with the county's Traffic Enforcement Division, certified in accident reconstruction, DUI enforcement, and most relevant here, parking law. So when a couple of wannabe cops from a fake HOA tried to write me a ticket, they didn't just cross a line, they steamrolled it. It started innocently enough. My wife and I had just moved into Oak Grove Trails, a quiet little cul-de-sac on the edge of Maple County. We wanted somewhere peaceful to raise our daughter, Amaya. After years of night shifts and sirens, I was finally on daytime rotation. New house, new neighbors, new start. I parked my cruiser on the street in front of our home. No red lines, no signage, no obstruction. Standard legal street parking. I was inside changing out of uniform when I heard a knock. Then two, then pounding. When I opened the door, I was met by a blonde woman in a faux navy blazer with a gold HOA pin. She didn't smile. "You need to move your vehicle," she barked. "HOA policy states no overnight commercial parking." I blinked. "That's not a commercial vehicle. That's a patrol car. County issued." She didn't flinch. "We enforce visual standards. Police vehicles parked on streets make people uncomfortable." I kept it polite. "I live here. I'm the assigned traffic officer for this zone." "Well," she sniffed, pulling out a laminated sheet. "We've created a zero-tolerance policy." Next to her stood two men in gray polos and tactical-looking vests. HOA enforcement unit. Their clipboards read. One had what looked like a toy badge clipped to his chest. The other wore sunglasses and a side pouch like it was a duty belt. "Sir," one said, trying to sound authoritative, "we're issuing a citation for violation of Article 7, Section 3B, non-resident vehicular obstruction." I almost laughed. Instead, I calmly pulled my wallet and flashed my badge. "County Traffic Division. You're impersonating officers and writing illegal citations." Karen, the woman with the pin, scoffed. "We're not impersonating. We're just enforcing standards." "On public property?" I asked, "because that's not how the law works." They didn't back down. They doubled down. The men placed cones around my cruiser. One tried to stick a bright orange violation sticker on my windshield. I stopped him with one hand on his wrist. "You're tampering with government property." That's when the crowd formed. My neighbor Jenny across the street had started filming. A teenager yelled, "Hey, that's a real cop." "You morons," Karen snapped. "He's still subject to HOA rules." I calmly turned on my body cam and said, "Not when those rules are fake." Turns out, Karen and her enforcement team had been creating their own set of HOA regulations completely unauthorized. The real HOA had dissolved 3 years prior, but she'd kept the name, printing newsletters, creating fines, and even contracting a tow service using fake citations. Her little regime wasn't just annoying, it was extortion. She'd ticketed elderly residents for lawn colors, fined a veteran for flying his flag at night, told a single mom that her minivan lowered community visual cohesion. But what she didn't count on was ticketing a traffic officer. The investigation took off faster than a radar readout on the freeway. I filed an official report. My captain backed me up. The sheriff's office got involved. We seized documents from Karen's garage, over 400 fake citations issued, and nearly $12,000 collected in cash from fines. Her so-called enforcers? One was a fired mall cop. The other had a suspended license. They were charged with impersonating law enforcement, fraud, unlawful detainment. Yes, they tried to stop me from driving off and misuse of HOA status. The tow company sued by 4 different residents. But the part that stuck with me, it wasn't just about parking. It was about who she thought I was. When I confronted her at the council hearing, she didn't apologize. She said, "We just wanted to keep the neighborhood looking respectable." Respectable. I knew what she meant. I wasn't just the cop who parked wrong. I was the black officer in the wrong zip code, in the wrong car, in her idea of what shouldn't belong. She was fined, removed from any community role, Banned from HOA involvement countywide. We used the opportunity to create a real neighborhood alliance democratically elected, legally structured, inclusive. I helped draft new parking rules with actual legal clarity. My cruiser still parks out front. Amaya even painted a sign for our driveway, Officer Daddy's parking only. The truth is, power doesn't come from clipboards or cones. It comes from knowing the law and standing in it. So the next time someone pretends they have authority, make sure they know who really writes the tickets. The end.